All right, guys, what's up? This is SonicSol here with another video. This time, I kind of wanted to talk about the balance patch that's going to come very soon for Street Fighter 6, December 2nd. In December 2nd, they're going to drop Capcom a balance patch on the game. It's funny, right? Because the Japanese Twitter said that they're planning on updating the game December 2nd, preparing to release a list of battle changes when maintenance begins. But the English Twitter says, although this won't be a major update like the Akuma change, like the Akuma balance patch, all characters will receive changes. So I like how for America they had to basically tell us like, hey man, chill. There's not going to be a big balance patch as the Akuma release. But Japan, they didn't really like say that. It's funny because like I don't know, maybe they said it in the translation and maybe like Google may be wrong, but I think to be quite honest with you, this is probably a different message than what was given to us in America. So what to expect from these changes? I definitely think they might change maybe one or two aspects of like certain characters. I think right now the meta is really stale. You've got like Ed, you've got Rashid, you've got Akuma being like top three, and then like Cammy is still running around being really good. You have Ken, you have Bison, right? Like you have a ton of different characters, but mostly those characters that I just listed are really doing a lot of work. And if we look at the Cat Cammy chart that I mentioned in my previous video regarding like rank matches, that statistic showing like so many of the players playing like 10 is insane to me. Like if we look at this chart of the active players, you'll see like half the chart is just nothing but Ken at the top. If we zoom in on this, you'll see it's just Ken in like almost every region. But then the other thing too is like Geef is really played a lot. And I do think that Geef has been making some waves in tournament play. We saw Itabashi win East Coast Throwdown with Zangief. And I definitely think that character, when you run the 50-50 with him, he's kind of OD. Because if he hits you, then he gets to go into level 3, and it's the same damage as if you just blocked and he did the command grab level 3 on you. Among other things too, like his normals and, you know, just his overall kit. I definitely think he needs to be looked at, same with Ken. But they'll probably also look at some of the characters that are really running around in the meta right now, especially like Ed. Like the fact that Ed can do like a level 2 combo, and that combo is legit like 60-70%, carries you from corner to corner. He gets a safe jump afterwards, and he potentially builds the same meter back. It's funny because in the previous patch with Ed, they did nerf the meter gain when he has level 2 active, and yet for some reason, he's still gaining like almost 2 bars. So I don't know what Capcom has in store for the cast, but they did say in the American Twitter that, you know, the Akuma patch was a major update. This patch coming December 2nd might not be as large as that. So who knows? What are some changes I'm looking forward to? I really just want them to change like some aspects of the system. I definitely think throw loops is something that like everybody legit complained about regarding the game. When that Akuma balance patch dropped and the one Twitter post came out talking about like how, oh man, throw loops are gone, only to find out that the guy was like bad at like teching or bad at like checking the situation. I think like everyone wanted throw loops gone, and when they heard that throw loops were still in the game, they were disappointed. So if they could at least do something about that, that'd be great. If not that, maybe something about parry. But I honestly don't think they're gonna do anything like input wise, gameplay wise. I don't think they're gonna do anything major because they said they're not gonna do anything major. Another thing too is that CFN has been acting up recently. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the netcode hasn't been like perfect. It's not bad, but like there are moments where I get stutters. You know, it'll go from like 1 frame to like 4 or 5 frame rollback. And Wi-Fi users are harder to play now. Wi-Fi users used to be easy to play, but now they're harder because they kind of lag too. So I think CFN is suffering a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Maybe they'll look at it soon, but I did notice that CFN has been acting up a little bit recently. Now, another thing too is that we're not going to be in the next phase for MR. So like right now we just started the 6th phase of MR, and with that, this is the first month. I believe in 3 months, so that would be at the end of January, or maybe at the end of January, so like the beginning of February next year will be the next phase, phase 7. And that's when they're going to implement these new MR changes where basically if you had a certain amount of MR before the 7th phase, you will have a calculated MR range. So like, for example, I'm 1800, right? So my 1800 characters will become 1600 characters instead of 1500 characters. And if you have a 1200 MR character, you'll get boosted up to 1410, but not 1500. So there's like a specific calculation for it, but they're doing this so that way you guys can basically fight people of similar skill level and you don't just get turbo stomped. But I think the matchmaking is an issue, which I talked about in my previous video, and I do hope that they look at that. So yeah, I mean, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about what I was looking forward to about the balance patch, and hopefully, you know, we get some goodies from this December 2nd change. If you guys like the video, definitely leave a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this. And of course, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think is going to be in the next balance patch.
Here comes a new challenger.